Good morning. Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Dennis. Um, I got my coffee because I'm going to need it today. But how are you guys? Oh, man, we're halfway there. Good morning, Susie. I mentioned this in the last Java and Jesus, but my parents and my sister are at children's camp right now. And so I'm filling in for Java and Jesus this week. So yeah, it'll be fun. Oh man, I'm so tired, but we're good. Um, how are you guys? How's the weather there? It's getting really hot in Cloudcroft, and I'm not liking it. So yeah. Monday we talked about. Good morning, Jose. Morning. Or, I need more coffee. Monday, we talked about just how youth camp went last week and children's camp this week. Hot and humid. Yeah, I'm sure it's hot and humid at children's camp with my family. So I'm sure they're suffering right with you, Dennis. But yeah, so Monday we just talked about how awesome youth camp was, and that this week is children's camp. So yeah, I saw my mom's been posting pictures on Facebook, and it looked like they're having a great time at children's camp. So yeah. So this morning and Friday morning, we are going to jump into the sermon, or kind of talk about the sermon on Sunday. We will have to see pics of camp. What we'll do is today I can repost some of the pictures on the church Facebook so that you can see Jose. And also we do, so for youth camp, there's like a videographer that like follows us around youth camp, not us, but like everybody at youth camp, and takes videos and that kind of stuff. And and the guy in charge actually got the videos and sent it to every one of the church leaders, and so we have it. So today I will post the video as well, so you guys can see what we were up to at youth camp. And then I'll also repost the children's camp photo, so you guys can see that. So yeah, sounds good. But this morning and Friday morning, we're gonna kind of dive deep into the sermon. And so I'll do kind of like a refresher because it's been a couple days. So the sermon was titled "Be Ready," and the big idea was that live life every day as if the day. Let's rewind. Live life every day as if this is the day Jesus will return. Um, and my first thought about that big idea was that I feel like I oh my gosh, I need more coffee. I feel like I do this as well, but like we Christians, we think we're ready, we think like, oh yeah, we've done everything we can, but when we really dive deep into that, we're like, oh, we have it. So that was a real good convicting eye opener for me. And some of the points that my dad made in the sermon is that we don't know how much time we have, which is so true. This world is just so broken, and we just don't know how much time we have left. Jesus could come, or we could go, and for me, the Jesus could come. That one, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But we could go. That really, I was like, oh, so there's a second option that could happen. So that was really eye opening for me. So I have a question for you guys. So why do you think that it is important to live every day as if this is the day Jesus will return? Why is it important to live every day as if this is the day Jesus will return? Answer that in the comments. I think for me, this is a loaded question. But for me, I think that, I don't know, tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Yeah. And for me, I'm so guilty of like, I'm terrified to share my faith, but as Christians we're called to, and so many times I know God has given me opportunities, but I haven't taken them, and I feel if if we do live every day as if this is the day that Jesus will return, I especially, we have to share the gospel, and the example my dad used, well, this is so true, is like when like a teenager, their parents are gone and they're watching the house, and the parents are gone for like a week, and the parents are like, okay, I expect this to be clean when I get back, and the teenager's like, oh, okay, yeah, and the teenager in their mind is like, okay, I have all week where I don't have to do it, but then I can rush do it before they get back, and so that is so true. We have this mindset. We're like, oh, I can do it tomorrow. Oh, I can do it next week. We can procrastinate. Not just share the gospel, but doing anything as if anything like that. And I think my dad said this, that Jesus doesn't procrastinate, which I think is true. It is funny. So I feel like for me, that was the message, was such an eye opener to, that I need to live like there's no tomorrow. Um, I think, how did he say it? He said something like, live as there's no tomorrow, but plan for tomorrow. So that just means like, oh, I'm not gonna do, these chores because I'm living like there's no tomorrow. No. Live like there's no tomorrow, but plan like there's tomorrow. I might be saying that wrong, but I think that's that. So yeah, I don't know. That just really put into context for me that I should be doing, all of this, like sharing the gospel, because I'm so terrified of that. At college, I led a Bible study at the Christian Challenge, and it was Share Jesus Without Fear. And I know they did that. My dad did that here too, and it was just talking about different ways to share the gospel. And I feel like I've been equipped to share the gospel. I just need to go out and do it. And so that's the scary part for me, is actually doing it. The easy part was teaching the Bible study. But yeah, I think for me, and I don't know, that just really opened my eyes to seeing that. Some other points that my dad made are three things. One, Jesus is coming back. Two, it could be any moment. Three, we are called to be ready. And that just made me realize that I am not ready at all. So I don't know. It was a really good message. Yeah. So what are your guys' thoughts about that? I would love to know. I don't know. It's cool how God uses the sermons every week to just touch, like a certain point in my heart, that that is conviction, but it's also like, okay, I need to do this. It's not like guilty, or well, kind of guilty, but not so guilty. So yeah, I would love to know your guys' thoughts about that, about the sermon on Sunday, while I take another sip of coffee. This sleeve won't stay on. That's unfortunate for me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I just really liked it. What else? So yeah, so just, I don't know, just as you go through today and tomorrow, just really think about, why is it important that we live every day as if this is the day that Jesus will return. And just think about, some of the things that we can do to live every day as if this is the day that Jesus will return. That's kind of a way you repeat it a lot of times. It's kind of a long thing. Um, But yeah, so I don't know. I just really would encourage you guys to just really like dig deep and just really think about that because it is really important and tomorrow is not promised. And I feel like a lot of the times we take tomorrow and the next day and the next week and the next month for granted. And I would just encourage you guys to just, at one point in your day or tomorrow, just slow down and think about that. So yeah, not tomorrow. So it's been a long week, and I'm not even at children's camp. Next week, not next week, Friday. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, Friday, we are going to dive deep into how we can live and what are some practical ways and that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks for hopping on. I really love doing Java and Jesus. So I always, good morning, Bethany. I always grasp at the opportunity to do Java and Jesus. What's funny is you guys may have noticed since because like it's been like Hillary was last week. It was just Hillary last week. It's just me this week. The layouts are kind of different, but we're making it work. We're still putting on Java and Jesus for you guys. So yeah. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and pray and then I'll see you guys Friday. Awesome. God, just thank you for this day. Thank you for the opportunity that we have today to share the good news of Jesus, God. I pray that as we continue our day and continue tomorrow, that we just slow down and we just think about why it is important to live as Jesus would come today, God. I just pray that you open our hearts and our ears to what you have to say, God. And I just thank you for this day, God. I pray all of this in your name. Amen. Alrighty. What was that? God bless. Yes. Yeah, I like that, Jose. Alrighty, guys. I will see you Friday.